Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And the Pacers start off with the ball. Now, here's Oladipo. Here's O'Neal. And he banks in the layup. From 12 feet out. Oh, that's blocked. Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to O'Neal. George up top. No good. Here's Anthony. Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris. Just 5 to shoot. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Outside Jackson. They set the pick. And here's Oladipo. And a miss there on the triple. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Outside Anthony. English. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Jackson. Left side, George. O'Neal. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to English. Here's the block. Jackson up top. Jackson up top. Outside, George. Right side, George. And it's good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Thompson outside. Pass to Anthony. Here's English. O'Neal with it. Now George. And here's Jackson. Now Oladipo. Pass to George. There's the triple. The shot is off. Lever. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's O'Neal. Makes it off the glass. Here's English. Pass to Anthony. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Indiana trailing here. And here's Jackson. Now, here's Oladipo. Five on the clock. Outside, George. This one for 3. And that one's good. 5 points in the game. Anthony with it. Pass to Thompson. And again, it's Denver. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 1. Back to George. Left side, George. Oladipo with the ball. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. Here's English. Six to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now George. 5 points in the game. Pass to Jackson. Here's Oladipo. Here's George. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Lever. Offline with his three. Indiana leading. Here's the screen. Now here's Jackson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. But they'll get another chance. Right side Jackson. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here's Thompson. Here's English. Out to Thompson. Thompson right side. Hits the jumper in space.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Timeout called the Pacers. Oladipo with the ball. Pass to George. Fires the three. The shot is off. Here's English. Oh, trying for it. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. The Pacers making a change here. And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 2. McGinnis covering. Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's English. The fadeaway. Misses off the left iron.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Pass to George. Oladipo. There's a good screen. Back to George. Off the pick. And the jumper is on the mark. 9 points in the game so far.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's English. Lets the three fly. Good on the shot.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Outside Jackson. Gives him the lead pass. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. The Nuggets trail. Now Iverson. Pass to Mutombo. Now Iverson. Iverson outside. Unloads from 9. Outside Jackson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And here comes Iverson. Rose with the double team. Jokic. No good off the back of the rim.
Rebounding's going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
High, arcing shot, and Jackson gets it to go. Now here's Iverson. Jokic. Pass to Mutombo. Back to Iverson. Shot clock at 6. That's good.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Outside for Jackson. Now Rose. Here's Person. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And here's Jackson. Outside Rose. Hibbert. Backing him down. Puts it up from 7. Again, Indiana.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
Van Exel. Six on the shot clock. And that is good.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Pass to Person. Here's McGinnis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5. Here's Iverson. Van Exel. Back to Iverson. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by McGinnis. Person. And it's rejected. But they recover it. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Iverson. Off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. Back to Mutombo. Pass to Iverson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Person cannot hit. And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers out in... Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys. Iverson with the ball. Nick Dykes, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Here's Person. Left side Rose. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. The Pacers making a change here. So it's the Pacers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Good. Billups with the ball. Allen Iverson on the wing. Puts one up from 19.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Now here's Stevenson. Pass to Schrempf. Here's Person. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Left side, Billups. Iverson outside. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. And Billups gets it to go. Here's Stevenson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Person. Knocked away. Mutombo with the ball. Indiana leading. They set the screen. Outside Jackson. And here's Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Person. For 3. That's good. 5 points in the game.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now. But he's finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Iverson outside. Now Billups. Back to Iverson. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Person. The offensive rebound. Williams. And the shot is good.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The Nuggets trail. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Now here's Iverson. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
The Pacers making a change here. Nick Dice takes the 12-footer and hits.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here's Stevenson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Williams. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Here's Billups. There's the pick. Now here's Thompson. 6 to shoot. Here's English. He's got 5. O'Neal with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Now Oladipo. Pass to Schrempf. O'Neal with it. On the left block. Here's English. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. He has 7. And the Pacers with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Stevenson. Back to Schrempf. Oladipo. Second chance shot. Williams inside.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Billups. Left side, Billups. Thompson. English misses.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And here's Stevenson. Oladipo with the ball. Here's Stevenson. Now Oladipo takes a 3. There's the bucket. Good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Billups. Misses off the right iron.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Pass to Williams. Schrempf. Stevenson. And that one's good by Stevenson. The Nuggets now on offense. It's a 10-point game. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The Pacers making a change here. And here are the Nuggets now. It's Carmelo Anthony on the work. And that one's good, Anthony.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Stevenson with it. Back to George. Now here's Oladipo. And the Pacers another 3.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Anthony with it. He has 6. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him. Now Stevenson. He has 5. Outside, George. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Here's English. He's got 7. They set the pick. Pass to Anthony. Clock at 6. Issel. And the layup's good off the glass.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
And here comes George. 11 points in the game. Now, here's Oladipo. Here's O'Neal. Here's Oladipo. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Thompson. Thompson, left side. Anthony. Gets it to go from behind the arc. 11 points in the game.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Lets it go from deep. Right side George. And the shot is good.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right now. The defense may need to think about making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
Here's Anthony. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Indiana leading. Now George. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Paul George really... And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Pacers on defense. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's English. 7 points in the game. Thompson outside. English. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. He's got 10.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Timeout called the Pacers. And here's Stevenson. 5 points in the game. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With his first shot attempt. And again, it's Indiana converting. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Trailing by 10. Here's English. 10 points for him. Back to Anthony. Issel. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Pacers making a switch here. Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to George. Stolen away. And here we go. Issel. That's good. He has 6.
And also with him, don't think you can collapse the defense on him when he gets the ball in the low post, because he is a superb passer. He'll find whoever's been left open.
And here's Oladipo. Puts it up. A nice shot by George.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Now here's Anthony. Tries to keep it alive. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. There's the screen. Pass to English. Fade away. And sir, that one drops. 12 points for him.
You know, he got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Anthony on the double team. Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. On deep.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Here's English. And here is Anthony. Outside Anthony. Hit his leg. And it's being called a kickball. With 1 on the clock, and he gets it to go. He's got 13.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Paul George really making a difference here. Here's English. Pass to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. George with the ball. There's a screen. Now Oladipo. The Nuggets trail. Outside Anthony. Six on the shot clock. The second chance effort. That's good. 17 points in the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Smith. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 6-point game. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's English. 12 points for him. Issel. Just 5 on the clock. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Outside Jackson. Now Oladipo drains the three-pointer. He's got 9.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lever. There's the pick. Thompson outside. Pass to English. O'Neal's there. From 12 feet out. Here's English. Again, the Nuggets score.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried.
Outside, George. Now, here's Oladipo. Back to George. And here's Jackson. Inside, O'Neal. And he converts the layup.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
And here is Anthony. He's got 17. The tray. Can't hit. George with the ball. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Oladipo. Back to George. Right side, George. Smith out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets on offense. They trail by 7. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Oladipo with the ball. Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to O'Neal. Backing down. 4 on the clock. And it's off the back rim. No good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now, Oladipo. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Jackson. Shoots. Can't get it to go. Pass to English. Here's Thompson. Thompson, left side. Looking to end the drought. Off the left rim and out. Indiana leading. Now here's Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. Outside Jackson. Unloads. It's blocked. Here's Anthony. He's got 17. Pass to English. And he gets it to go. He's got 16.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Pass to Jackson. George with the ball. Back to Jackson. Lets it fly. Indiana again missing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Indiana. 3-point lead. Timeout called the Pacers. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. On defense, Denver. Pass to Person. And here's Oladipo. Indiana again missing. And here is Iverson. He's got 6. Thompson. Back to Iverson. Lock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 8.
Now we're really seeing him pound that ball inside.
Outside Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Oladipo, good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They set the pick. He lobs it up. Jackson with it. Pass to Person. Back to Jackson. Here's Person. Poked away. To tie. It's rebounded by Person. And here are the Pacers now. Now Jackson. Here's Person. Outside for Jackson. Now Oladipo. From deep. Leaps for it. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. The Nuggets making a switch here. Denver on D. A 2-point game. Now, here's Shrimp. Person with the bucket. Here's Iverson. Shot clock at 6. Band away. And that one goes long.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
Now here's Billups. Pass to Iverson. Back to Billups. Puts one up from 19. And that's good for 2. Now Jackson. Now here's Williams. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Williams. Backs down. Lets it go. Hits the jump hook. 6 points for him.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
And here is Iverson. He's got 8. Iverson right side. Left side, Billups. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And here's Oladipo. Back to Jackson. Now Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. Person from past the arc. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Outside, Billups. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Pacers making a change here. Indiana leading. Jackson with it. Pass to Person. Fires for 3, and that one's good. 11 points in the game.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot here.
Now Iverson. 8 points for him. Now Billups. 6 to shoot. And that one's good.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Right side Jackson. No good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Iverson outside. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 10 points for him. Now, here's Oladipo. 12 points for him. The Pacers making a change here. Outside Jackson. Knocks down the step back J. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Pass to Rose. Now Stevenson. Here's McGinnis. He's up against Mutombo. Clock at 6. Again, Indiana.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Van Exel. Drilled from 11 feet out. Here's Stevenson. Pass to Jackson. Outside Rose. Now here's Stevenson. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the basket good. And so here's Denver. Trailing here by 8. Van Exel. Shot clock at 5. Van Exel. Blocked.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Here's Jackson. But they get it back. And here's Stevenson. Here's McGinnis. Second shot opportunity. Tries yet again. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Pacers making a switch here. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Anthony with it. Jokic. Baseline J on the way. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Pacers on defense. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. 6 on the shot clock. Here's English.
Down in the game right now. They're pressing a little bit, trying to get back at the three-point shot. The three-point shot can be a very valuable weapon, but it has to be used smartly and judiciously. You can't fall in love with the three.
Now here's Rose. Rob. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Anthony. Here's English. Here's English. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Now Oladipo. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Ball stolen. And here they come. Anthony up on top. Pass to English. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Jackson with it. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Back to Anthony. Lets it go from 11, and it's blocked. That's good. Indiana leading. Now here's Oladipo. Outside Rose. Pass to Hibbert. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Back to Anthony. 5 to shoot. Here's English from downtown, and that one's good. He's got 21.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Pass to McGinnis. Shoots from the right block. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And I know nothing fires him up more than a huge jam right in the face of an opponent. I mean, those facials get him going. Don't discount how that can deflate the defender and the other team, too.
The Pacers making a change here. Second free throw, no good. And here is Anthony. Pass to English. Outside Anthony. Another three for Denver.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
Jackson with it. Here's Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. And here's George. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like every one is his, and that tip-in paid off for him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Now here's Jackson. There's the screen. Pass to George. Right side, George. Smith. Denver grabs the miss.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Backs him down. Clock at 4. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So it's the Pacers now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now Oladipo. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Jackson. Shoots it. Can't get it to go. Now here's Anthony. Thompson. Shot's good.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
And it's Indiana's ball. 3-point lead. Here's Jackson. Outside, George. Pass to McGinnis. Jackson with it. Outside, Jackson. Thompson with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Anthony. Here's English. Tries it from 9. Blocked.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Outside Jackson. Soft touch off the glass. The Nuggets on offense. It's a 5-point game. Jokic. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Here's George. They set the screen. Right side, George. Outside, Jackson. Pass to McGinnis. Outside, George. From deep 3-point range. And it's Denver with the rebound. And here is Anthony. Lever. Here's English. Shot is blocked. Jackson with it. Outside, George. Pass to McGinnis. Back to George.
Man, he's got a tremendous ability to knock it down from deep. I mean, that's a big-time triple.
The Nuggets trail. And here's Thompson. Tipped away. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. Outside, George. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Thompson in the post. Paul George with the steal. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam. Here's English. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 23. Now Jackson. Outside, George. Shot denied. Outside, Anthony. No! And here comes George. They set the pick. Pass to McGinnis. Oladipo. Now, here's Oladipo. McGinnis. And he's right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And the Nuggets making a change here. That's good for McGinnis. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 7. Now here's Anthony. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And that's an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. The Pacers making a switch here. No luck that time either. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Here's English. Nails it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
He hits the first one, and that... And so he drops them both.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Bissett connects, and he has brought them to within 2 points. No foul intentional. That's what they have to do at this point. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that Denver calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts? And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Timeout called the Pacers. Here's O'Neal. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. So the first one drops, and that... So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And
no mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Lever can't connect. So it's Indiana. Paul George.